Right now we'll have the Anjana here. She completed her graduation from Calicut University, and she is now entered into CA through direct entry. So we'll have. Thank you.
So Anjana is presenting on which topic?
UAE.
Okay, she is presenting on UAE.
Good evening all. Like we all know that after Saudi and Qatar, UAE is the third largest oil producer in the GCC. But even though oil prices have hit low in past 20 years, UAE has been coping up well. So let's see how it managed to do so. And my first article talks about how the companies in UAE is doing cost cutting to adjust with the oil prices. Okay, so the one of the prominent one is Etihad Rail. Etihad Rail, how they're coping up with this reduction in oil prices is that they are doing staffing adjustments. That's basically again they're doing the cost cutting by staffing adjustment and internal restructuring. Okay, and Etihad Railways plans to link all the GCC, not all the GCC, all the 6 nations of UAE from
Saudi to Qatar and Oman and everything.
Qatar and Oman is also there, from Saudi to Oman. Don't mention this. And also, this article also mentions about Drag Bank. It has cut 250 jobs. And they have said that they have done this to improve their synergy and efficiency, but we know that it's cost cutting.
Next article. So on the Etihad Railway side, I just shared that he has 3 phases of the project, but because of this crisis now, phase 2 and phase 3 has been currently deferred.
Okay, and let's see about the UAE construction market. According to According to forecast by JLL Consultancy, it said that there might be lesser chances for UAE to invest on new project. So what could happen in the financial year of 2016 is that they could try to invest in the current assets itself. They could try to refurbish, and they could do extensions on the current fixed assets. Okay. But still, they expected growth of 2.7% because, see, what government is doing is that they are doing subsidy cuts, and they are also going to introduce goods and service tax. So they plan to reduce it, but at the end of the year, there is going to be a boost. And another thing which we see in this is PPP. PPP means P means public-private partnership. That is, not government is not going to invest, but private with the help of public is going to invest in the construction market. Okay, and they expect some kind of leniency in the government in the form of subsidy regarding the land. Okay.
So this amount is expected to be more than 10 to 20 billion dollars. Yeah.
Okay. And third one is the retailers who the topic is retailers to get respect from rent hikes. That is, we see the retailers in malls, right? Their outline is actually charged at 5,000 to 6,000 dirhams per square meter. So what happens is, in the last year, if you are going to pay rent, you have to get enough sales to pay for the rent, right? So their sales were cut drastically in 2015. So they are not being able to pay the rent in 2016. So they have applied for reduction in rent to the mall owners, and now they have no option but to reduce it rent.
So high rent and low shopping.
Yes. And the next one actually talks about how Nakheel had a profit of 4.38 billion in 2015, even after a decrease in oil price. And how they did it was they invested in long-term income generating assets like hotel. Nakheel just had their new hotel. Like they always invest in construction. Like last year was the first time Nakheel actually invested in a hotel for the first time. And so what the chairman is saying is that if you invest more on long-time assets, it could result in profit.
Because hotel industry is something which is the main driver for the UAE economy, tourism. Yes.
And the next thing says that in 2015, 2014, when oil price was stable, Dubai had a revenue of dirhams 988 billion, okay? And in 2015, in spite of having a reduction in oil and gold prices, Dubai was able to have a trade of dirhams 966 million. That's only a difference of
66 billion.
22, sorry.
Still, it is doing well in terms of its trade business.
And how they did it was they invested more in phone and telecom industry, and they invested more in gold, and they invested more in aluminium trade. Okay? And the last article talks about Emirates. See, Emirates has
Emirates Airlines.
Emirates Airlines, sorry. Emirates has 240 international destinations, okay? So it's obvious when you have 240 international destinations, your currency is going to be in dollars. So what happened is because of the strong dollar that's happening, they are facing issues. Sorry, there's some word here. Yeah, because they're a dollar-based company and their revenue is invested in other countries, and there's currency differences between those countries and dollar. This Emirates is going to get affected. They're just what? They're
So
just
they are
analyzed.
affected because the oil prices are going down, but you still have to carry the passengers, and one of the major components of the airline ticket is the oil. But on the other side, it is still one of the world's largest airline company. And Dubai also is the country which has the largest population, busiest airport in the world.
Yes.
It is big.
So it's not affected them in 2015, but they are expecting some kind of reduction in the profit in 2016. That's it.
Great, wonderful. So we had great insights on UAE now.